Hi, I'm Pete DeQuincy, and we're going to be watching an extrication drill. This is one of 3 in a series specifically for deep water. You're going to have 1 rescuer and 2 trained staff getting an adult victim that is passive, submerged, non-spinal, facing the rescuer at a depth of roughly 11 to 13 feet. I'd like you to watch the drill, and then we'll come back and we'll do a breakdown for the benefit of those new lifeguard instructors and in-service trainers. Here we go.
Alright, rescuer, this is what I need you to do. I need you to get to the victim, bring him to the surface, get him to the side, get him on the deck as quickly and as safely as possible. You have 15 seconds. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's a pass.
Alright, nice. We've watched the drill. Let's go ahead and do a breakdown of it. Let's see what works and what doesn't work. The first thing that we're noticing is that this rescuer does not have a rescue tube. Again, as I've said in other videos, this is a choice both by the rescuer and by the agency to allow this. I highly encourage rescuers to train both with equipment and without equipment. Alright, the victim is submerged. Alright, we're going to see the rescuer enter the water. She's going to do a stride jump and then transition into a pencil, and because of the depth, you're noticing, and I'm seeing this, is that she has to move, change her position so that she's face first and swimming down towards the victim because of the depth. Alright, so let's see, as she surfaces the water, I'm noticing the first thing that seems a little awkward is, why is that hand coming up? So from a victim perspective and training a victim, this isn't a true passive victim. That arm should be down by the victim's side. I would make a comment about that. So the other thing, do you see how the head is a little stiff too? Again, not a true passive victim. Alright, the rescuer has the victim by the armpit on the left side. Boom. Did you see that? And I don't know if you're noticing that. So she's got the victim and she's swimming with one arm. She makes contact with the backboard and then she uses the backboard and she pulls on it, causing the 2 trained staff to move a little bit, but it also verifies that the 2 trained staff are firmly placed. She's grabbing that backboard like as if it were a wall and pulling herself and the victim forward, which is really nice work. She's going to move that arm up to one of the trained staff and then assist with the other arm to the second trained staff. The rescuer then is going to stabilize the board at the feet so that the board comes out nice and smooth. Alright, that looked good. Let's see what the trained staff is doing here. Okay, so enters the water. That's the rescuer. Board is entering the water, slightly listing to one side. The 2 trained staff are going to stabilize it, and they're going to stabilize it at an angle. Now, in the previous videos that you've seen, it's been 0 depth gutters, okay, meaning that there's no high angle. This is the first time you're actually seeing 2 trained staff dealing with high angle. This is one of those decks where it's at least a foot to a foot and a half above the water. So this is a real steep angle, and it can be very challenging for a lot of rescuers out there and trained staff. They're doing this pretty well, so they're stabilizing the board, keeping it from listing, and then remember when we saw her jerk on the board and pull it with her strength, it did not fall out of their hands. The board didn't go in the water. Again, let's watch that. She grabs and jerks on it, and it does not move, meaning that this trained staff is prepared for that kind of force. Some of the downfalls could have been she pulls the board out of their hands, or she pulls the board and it starts to list. That was not the case. Really nicely done. Board, victim, up on the deck, in correct position. Again, nice work by this team. Please watch the second and third videos that go along with this. Thanks a lot.